go and make disciples. We all know that Jesus said it. We've heard it, we get it, but we're not all doing it. In fact, it's alarming the low percentage of Christians that ever actually make disciples. The statistic that I've recently heard that blew me away is this, that 96% of Christians will never experience the joy of getting to see someone else be led across the line of faith and accept Jesus. To me, that is unacceptable, and we really want to make some progress. In fact, if you are planting a church, if you're beginning a group, if you are responding to the call of Jesus in your life to go into the harvest, this is a non-negotiable. We have to lead people to Jesus. And so today we're going to begin to dig into how do we do that, providing you with some tools. Now, I believe that there are three big hurdles that prevent most people from being able to make disciples. And the first one is this. People, they don't know how to make friends. I'm going to explain that. I'm saying this pretty broadly, but really in our culture, people don't know how to start new relationships well. We live in cultures where we drive into our garages and the door closes behind us, and we don't engage with our neighbors, where sometimes we just have a limited number of places in our circle of connections. And when all of those places are kind of filled up with other relationships, we're either unwilling or sometimes at a loss for how to make new friendships, how to make new connections. So simply beginning to have new contact with people can be a big hurdle. Sometimes it just produces a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty about how to do that, or even if you're willing to do that. We're going to talk about how to overcome all of these, but the second one then is how to start spiritual conversations. This is a big hurdle for people because sometimes we're okay at sort of having chit chat or in, shooting the breeze with someone. Sometimes we can go up and start a new relationship or make a new acquaintance, but we don't know how to get to this step, and that can absolutely sabotage the opportunity that you might have to share the good news or to bring hope into a person's life. If you can't have a spiritual conversation, if you just talk about the weather all day long, little good is going to come of that, right? So we want to talk about how to overcome this. And then the third big hurdle is how to lead across the line of faith. And I'm going to just say lead to Jesus, right? So it's not enough to simply have a spiritual conversation. That's a start. But we want to see people led to Jesus. We want to see people crossing the line of faith and being born again into this new relationship, forgiven with their name written in the book of life. So in the next video, we're going to show you how to overcome, at least some tools of how to overcome these three big hurdles so that you can be one of those believers who is able to successfully make disciples.